I am your man on the street, Troy Clarkson. It's great to be here on Main Street at the wonderful Bear and Boots Gastropub. Gates and Kate Ricard are host to an amazing Falmouth event this evening, and I am pleased to bring it to you on FCTV. I'm standing here literally on the red carpet for the premiere of the movie Snitches, which stars our Falmouthite and favorite son, Wayne Soares. So tonight, join us as we visit with some of the stars. We'll chat with some of the local celebrities here on the red carpet, and we'll get you on the inside as we celebrate this great Falmouth event. We're thrilled to have Ken Corella here on the red carpet here in Falmouth to talk about his role in Snitches. Now, not only an actor, but a former firefighter and one who's sort of walked through fire in your own life as well. Your story's pretty inspiring, Ken, so we appreciate you being here today.
Much appreciated, Troy. Thank you kindly. Funny because the acting came secondary to becoming a fireman, and it was only after I became retired did the acting opportunity come about.
And your story, even beyond your work as a firefighter, is inspiring as well. You know, you've sort of admittedly hit the depths and really rebounded, and your journey to coming here to the red carpet in Falmouth is a pretty outstanding one.
Yes, you know, I'm a very active guy. I was very involved in the community, very involved with family and friends, and it was devastating to me when I actually had to retire because of an injury, and it was the first time in my life where I actually felt old. I felt like I'm missing out. I couldn't do. I was 245 pounds, couldn't walk. I was in severe pain, and I came to a crossroads in my life that I said, I have to do something to stop, one, the burning process, and two, find who I am again. And I started actually taking acting lessons, acting workshops, instead of going to the psychiatrist, and it really helped turn my life around.
So you found yourself through acting, and that's great that you've found a great role in the movie here. And so for our viewers, I suspect that the New York accent is not part of the role that you played in the film. It's genuine.
It's kind of genuine. You know, I've been trying to mask it a little bit. I don't know if I could do the Poctacan, the Boston Harbor too well, but I'll have to work on that one for you next time I come up. But, you know, I met Steve Rahman. He gave me a call, and he says, hey, I have something for you. Are you interested? He sent me 6 pages. Next day, I was on set.
So tell us a little bit about your role as Mikey in Snitches.
Michael Florentino. He is a interesting fella. He's involved in an organization, unlike any mobs, you know, not unlike any mob story, and there's a hierarchy. But Mikey doesn't want to be at the bottom. He wants to work his way up. He wants to take over. He wants a little bit what you have. He wants to take what you guys have, and he's going to stop at nothing to get it.
So tell us about your involvement with our good friend and local hometown hero, Wayne Soares, in the movie.
Wayne Soares is a phenomenal gentleman. He is deeply involved in a lot of the community activities, charity. You know, when I met him a few months ago when he was doing a scene, he played a very important detective in the show, and I was like, wow, so Wayne, you have such a presence and a charm and a smile and a fabulous guy. And he says, you know what? After we get this thing completed, I'm going to have you guys all up to the Cape, and we're going to have a nice party. We're going to meet a lot of great people. We're going to play a little golf. We're going to have, you know, a fun time. I says, Wayne, I'm the first guy there.
Well, fantastic. We appreciate you making the trip to Cape Cod, helping us celebrate the premiere of Snitches here in Falmouth, and best of luck to you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
I have Laura Faye Lewis here on the red carpet, and we're thrilled to have you here from New York City. So tell us a little bit about your activities with the La Danorama Gallery.
Oh, it's actually, I've been collecting for about 30 years, and my husband and I fashion ourselves as the next Vogels, and we have our own little collection of art in our home studio, and I represent a lot of different artists in New York and abroad, and that's my day job, but now I'm getting back into my acting career too, so that's providing a lot of interest for me and others now.
So there's a wonderful synergy between art, as in an art gallery, and the art that you perform here and your acting. So tell us a little bit about Snitches and what that's meant to you.
Oh, the character I play is Molly, and she is one of the lead character's wife, and she's the hit man's wife, and she is basically having a little conversation with her husband over the breakfast table, and you'll have to see the movie to find out what happens next.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the movie, but I imagine that that's a departure for you to be a hitman's wife.
I would say so, yes. Yeah, I get cast in all kinds of different roles, and I like being in different parts so that I can stretch myself as an artist.
We're thrilled that the premiere is located right here in Falmouth on beautiful Cape Cod, the hometown of Wayne Shores. One of your castmates.
Yes.
Must have been a great experience to get to know a genuine Cape Codder as well.
Yes, he's wonderful. He's quite a character and a lot of fun and very involved in his town.
He sure is, and that's why the community has come out tonight to say hello and thank you to him, not only for what he's done for Falmouth, but to congratulate him on this great success.
Yes.
Well, and we wish you, too, some great success, and not only in your artwork, but in your acting career, and thank you for joining us here in Falmouth tonight.
Thank you, Troy. It's a pleasure.
There are many inspirational stories amongst the cast here of Snitches, and we're happy to talk to all the cast members here tonight at the premiere in Falmouth, but probably no story more inspirational of a member of the cast than of my next guest, Matt McKay. Matt, thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you, and thanks for having us and FCTV, Troy.
We're thrilled to have you here in Falmouth, and really, as I read through the bios preparing for tonight, I did shed a tear really reading your story. It's one of inspiration, and so tell our viewers really a little bit about what led you here.
What led me here today? I'm a police officer. That's my career. It's kind of a short story. I had met the producer briefly. A good friend of mine, Kenneth Carella, is in the movie, as you already know. We interviewed him. Always wanted to be in films. Always found it interesting. Didn't know how to go about it. Didn't know where to start. Just kind of jokingly said to him, "When you get me in the film, what are we doing?" He said, "You really want to be in the film?" And the answer was, of course. Of course. Who doesn't want to be in the film, right? So I waited a week or so. I let it go. I seen him in passing, and he said to me, "Guess what? There's a role as a police officer. Do you want it?" I said, "Absolutely. Give me the role." I didn't care what it was. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I thought it'd be great. And I spoke to the producer the same night, and we got on the phone. He said to me, "I'm nervous." I said, "Why are you nervous?" He said, "I'm on the phone with a real police officer." I said, "Well, I'm nervous. I'm on the phone with a real director." So we just kind of hit it off, and he said to me, "What acting experience do you have?" And I said, "Absolutely nothing." I said, "But if you need a police officer, who better to play the role than a police officer, right?"
Right.
It makes
right.
sense. So that's where we went with it, and it just kind of took off. And I've been having fun. It's just it's something I always wanted to do, and I'm just having fun with it. There's no stress. I'm just enjoying myself.
It's clear from your demeanor and your expression that you're having a blast, and that's great.
having a great time.
It's great to see. Now, as someone who works with police officers every day, first let me say thank you for the sacrifices you make and all that you do. In addition, lots of police officers have other training and other skills. It's not often that you see a police officer that's also trained as a chiropractor.
Absolutely, yes, it is. Yep, I'm also a chiropractor by trade. I was a chiropractor before I was a police officer. It's a strange story. I have all these different skills and different tasks. I love chiropractic. I love natural health, holistic medicine, and exercise, fitness, the whole thing. And it kind of fell together. It wasn't planned. It just happened. I love what I do. I love chiropractic. I love acting. I love police work. I love helping people. I think all of those professions.
It's a common thread there,
yes.
Sure.
They all complement each other.
So have you ever had to use your chiropractic skills when you were on patrol?
No, that would probably be some kind of illegal move of some sort. We don't want to do that. That's totally different.
You know, it'll help the old lady across the street and straighten her out, L5 or whatever it is, right?
Send her a bill, right?
That might be the tricky part of it there.
That would be a problem.
Now, in addition to those portions of your story, I also read in your bio that you're a cancer survivor.
I am.
So this must be especially meaningful to you to be able to celebrate an event like this.
It is, and that's why I look at things so differently. I'm just very humbled. I'm actually a cancer patient. I have lymphoma. It's an ongoing process. It's something I'll have forever, but I've accepted it. I also work with the Lymphoma Leukemia Society. For me, that's an outlet. It's just giving back. I'm blessed. I'm here. I can give back. And acting is also an outlet for that, because you get that attention, which in turn you could do, you could bring attention to all these different cancers and diseases and things to help, just help people. Once again, helping. That's what I do.
Well,
I enjoy that.
Just by talking about it tonight and sharing it with our audience, and this is actually can be streamed around the world. That's awesome. Many people will hear your story, and we thank you for having the courage to tell your story and to inspire others. So thank you for being here in Falmouth tonight. Welcome to the red carpet,
and
you so much best
for
of luck.
Us. Thank you.
All right, take care. Now, of course, every film has at its core talented actors and actresses, but it's the people behind the camera that make a film what it is. And so it is our pleasure, our honor, to share the red carpet tonight with the director of Snitches right here in Falmouth, in front of Bear and Boots Gastropub, director Steve Rahaman, from Trinidad and Tobago originally.
That is correct, yes.
That's kind of a tongue twister.
It is, but you get used to it.
I'm sure you're used to it by now, because you've made many films, starting with The Following in 2005 that sort of got this ball rolling for you.
Yeah.
Share with us how that journey has unfolded over the last decade.
It's really grown. Follower was my first film. It wasn't a great film. It was a horrible film. No one's ever seen it. I don't think too many people have. But over the years, I kept trying, rewriting, shooting, filming, and 10 years later, I'm making films that are just standing out now. So I'm very happy with what I've been doing.
We've had the chance to chat with your cast members, and you've clearly got a very talented and diverse and committed cast. That must mean a lot to you to be able to put such a great group of folks together to share your artistry.
Absolutely. Just the fact that we all drove out here for 4.5 hours just to be part of this is incredible. Dedicated actors who are always on set on time, ready to work, give their best, hurt themselves if need be for fight scenes like you're going to see now. It just shows the dedication they have for film.
Now, I have to ask you, was Wayne in a fight scene? I haven't seen the film yet, but because I've known him for a long time. I got some pointers on, how you might be able to bring him down, even though he's a big guy.
It could happen, and you will see something a little off the wall tonight with Wayne. But he's a standout character. He's loud. He's powerful. He's a great actor. Definitely a great actor.
Loud and powerful and kind. That's the Wayne Shores we all know and love.
Not in this film. He's the opposite.
Well, good. So is this your first time here on Cape Cod?
Yes, absolutely. First time.
Impressions, thoughts?
Love it. It's quiet, it's peaceful, it's beautiful. My wife's been wanting to come here for a long time, Juanita. And I should tell you about her. Let's get her in here, come.
Come on, Juanita. Join us here in the red carpet.
I'm embarrassing her.
Congratulations and welcome. Juanita, how are you?
Good, thank you.
We're glad to have you here in Falmouth. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
So your husband wants to tell your story.
Yes.
She's been along with me on this journey of filmmaking. She does my photography, approves the films, what I can do, what I shouldn't do, She's been my backbone, honestly. So.
And that's usually the way. So thank you for your dedication and commitment, not only to your husband, but to the craft of filmmaking. The independent filmmaking industry, I think, is so important that people have an outlet for their artistry and their vision and their passion. And clearly, judging by the folks here tonight, that's what we have on display. So it's been a 10-year journey for you, too, since 2005.
7 years.
7 years, okay. So maybe that's the reason why The Following wasn't such a great film, is because Juanita wasn't on board yet.
I agree, yes.
All right, your first time here on Cape Cod?
Yes, it's beautiful here. We love it.
Well, we'd love to have you back.
Yeah,
We'll come back. Definitely come back.
When it's a lot quieter and peaceful and we can do some sightseeing.
Maybe think of some, there's lots of intrigue in this community. It may not appear this beautiful, bucolic downtown, really has some intrigue behind it. So maybe the next film and your journey would be one about Falmouth.
We actually had that discussion today with Wayne, and he's going to help us bring something out here.
Fantastic. He'd be a great leading man.
Absolutely.
Maybe a good guy this time.
He's always a good guy. But we love him.
We sure do. Well, we're thrilled to be able to help celebrate our favorite son's wonderful event here, and we're especially thrilled that the both of you joined us. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you being here, and best of luck to you both.
Thank you so much.
The red carpet is glittering under the glow of Deborah Toscano, another cast member from New York here. We're thrilled to have you here.
We're thrilled to be here. Thank you. We want to thank FCTV as well and Bear and Boots, and we are absolutely 100% thrilled to be here up in the Cape. And I got to tell you, Troy, this is a little switch and bait here because I'm usually the one interviewing all my snitches on the Conversation Corner. So let it rip, babe. Let it rip. Ask me anything. I'm ready.
Okay, then tell us about my big gay Italian wedding.
I do an off-Broadway show in Manhattan on West 46th Street. It's called My Big Gay Italian Wedding, written by Anthony J. Wilkinson. He just also wrote My Big Gay Italian Funeral, and he just announced that he wrote My Big Gay Italian Midlife Crisis. So I play his crazy aunt, Aunt Tony Ann, and she's like flashy and trashy and, you know, a little classy. A little classy. It's a fine line between me and her, actually. So.
Thank you for asking the question and making the statement I was thinking.
I had to clarify. Absolutely, absolutely.
You also have the distinction of having sung at the Mets and Yankees game, I understand, right?
Actually, not the Yankees. The Yankees are, they won't take anyone that's not a celebrity. So I'm not a celebrity yet, but once I do become a celebrity, they'll have me sing. But I've done the Mets. I've sung the anthem. I haven't done the teams, but it's always an option. I've sung the national anthem for the Mets, Jets, Giants, the Devils, the Knicks, the Nets, and I think I actually sang Patrick Ewing's last game when he was in Orlando Magic. So and it was at the Garden, so it was kind of bittersweet for him because he was, you know, on the opposite team. But it was kind of, and also Long Island Ducks. Yes, that was my first team.
So more evidence that the New York Yankees are not a family-friendly team, that they have not had Deborah Toscano sing the national anthem. So the campaign starts here. It starts tonight. It starts in Falmouth on the red carpet for Snitches. We're going to get you to sing at Yankee Stadium.
All right, Troy, thank you. That's awesome.
Now, one of my community activities is I'm on the board of the Falmouth Commodores, which is Falmouth's Cape League baseball team.
Okay.
Budding major leaguers that play here for a summer, and my job actually is to get folks to sing the national anthem at a game. So,
Troy, do you know anyone who would maybe want to come up this way and do that?
Wouldn't it be great to have a genuine New Yorker sing at the Falmouth Commodores? So remember, you heard it here first.
Oh, good. It would be my honor. It would be my honor, absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about this film, Snitches, and what it's meant to you to be involved with this great cast.
They are a fantastic cast. Each and every one extremely, extremely talented. It's a shame that not everybody got to come up here to celebrate with us and to be a part of this, but it's a brilliant film. Steve Rahaman, which you just had on the carpet, is a brilliant writer and director and executive and everything, and he's a dear friend as well, but super, super talented, has such a great vision when he films and allows you a lot of freedom when you're on set. I've been in 2 of his films, Snitches being the second one, and I play, it's a reoccurring role. It's Helen, the anger management therapist coach. And so in this film, I get to give a little therapy to one of the snitches. We're not going to say who, but it's a funny little scene. It was all improv, actually. It was not a scripted scene. I think the movie was actually complete when Steve called me and said, "Hey, Deb, I want you to come in and play the therapist." I said, "Well, why don't we bring Helen from Pain and Revenge Story," which was his previous film, back in as the therapist. And he said, "Brilliant idea, let's do it." So I reintroduced Helen to the public and to everyone, and it's a really funny, and I'm just very happy and proud to be in the movie and to be part of everything. And everyone is just wonderful in the cast, and we made a lot of great friendships and lifelong friendships. So it's all good.
That's wonderful to hear. So move over, Dr. Melfi, and enter Helen, right?
That's right. That's right.
For those of you that don't know, that was a Sopranos reference.
I love it.
You know, we talked about sports teams a minute ago, and they say chemistry is really important on a successful sports team. Mm-hmm. What I've witnessed here just in the hour or so I've gotten to know you guys is that the chemistry between the cast members is strong and powerful, and it works, and that must be critically important for a successful film.
Very much so, because when you get on set, anything and everything can happen, and you have to go with the flow, and everybody kind of has to have everybody else's back. And in this cast, that's the type of camaraderie that we have, that's the kind of chemistry that we have and had on the film, and moving forward in the next films that will be coming out of Rahaman Studios in 2016. Unbelievable what the lineup is going to be. I can't say, but it's so many of us again working, and Steve is a very, very big believer in that. When the chemistry is right, he'll bring in his people from a previous film or films from before, and we all work together. And I'm lucky enough to be part of that, and So I guess he likes my chemistry. Steve, do you like my chemistry? I don't know.
Well, I certainly do, and I think Falmouth does. The camera loves all members of the cast, and we're just thrilled to have you here in our community. Your first time on Cape Cod as well?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm thrilled. I love it. It's so quaint, and everybody is so friendly, and it's just, we have beautiful weather tonight, and just a great atmosphere and great people, and everyone here is fantastic to us, and they're just very thrilled for us to be here. And I have to say, we're more thrilled to be here, and it's a very big honor for us, so thank you for having us.
Well, thank you for being here. And one final question for you. We are thrilled to be able to honor Falmouth's favorite son and one of our great citizens here in Wayne Soares, childhood friend of mine, and I'm thrilled to be able to share this wonderful event for him. But, you know, we love him very much here in Falmouth, and I'm sure you guys, having gotten to know him, think he's a swell guy as well.
Not really. We really have a problem with Wayne. No, I'm kidding. Can I gush about Wayne? Because I know he's not paying attention, so if I gush about him, he'll get all blushed up and all that. Amazing. Just an amazing human being, an amazing talent, has become a dear, dear friend of mine. I love him with all my heart and soul, and he's the guy that'll give you the shirt off his back, and he just is ready to pitch in, help, be there, and just, there are no words to really explain how awesome Wayne is. He's just fantastic, and he put all of this together this whole week for us here, and then tomorrow night as well at Dino's, and it's incredible, and he single-handedly sold out the event. So kudos to Wayne, and thank you for bringing us up here and exposing us to all of this wonderfulness. We love you. We really love you.
As does the community. We're thrilled to be wrapping our arms collectively around Wayne and around all of you guys. Consider yourself honorary Falmouthites. We're thrilled that you're here. Thank you for joining us. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Give a kiss. Italians.
All right. I'm a little Italian, too. My middle name's Guido. It is, really. It's
so
true.
You're somewhat Paisan. It's all good. So, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Take care. So we've interviewed many stars on the red carpet tonight here at the premiere of Snitches here in Falmouth in front of the Bear and Boots Gastropub, and they are all stars in their own right. But in the eyes of Falmouth, there are no greater stars, no bigger stars than our hometown hero, Mr. Wayne Soares. Wayne, welcome.
Well, thank you very much, Troy. This is a big thrill for me. I want to thank you and FCTV for being out here tonight. Just overwhelmed by the turnout. We've got a packed house. Want to thank Gates and Kate here at Bear and Boots, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I'm so happy to have my fellow Snitches down here as well to share in this great evening.
It's been a great show of support by your cast members. You know, it's been a thrill for me to get to know them, to hear about the camaraderie and the chemistry that's existed between all of you guys, and that's really important in making a successful film.
Well, I tell you, Troy, I'm really glad you brought that up. These wonderful people that have come all the way from New York here tonight, they're members of Actors for Charity, and they do things. Laura Fay does, you know, a soup kitchen where she feeds the homeless. You know, Kenny Corella, Deborah Toscano, Maddie McKay, they've all appeared at hospitals, you know, with kids that are mentally and physically challenged. So it's a really, not only are they a talented group, they're a wonderful group outside, off the camera as well.
And so you fit right in with that group with all the charity work that you do on behalf of our youth, not just here in Falmouth, but around the Commonwealth and around the globe, Wayne. So, you know, we really appreciate that work that you do to give back to the community that's given so much to you.
Well, I thank you. You know, Falmouth means a lot to me, and I'm just, again, I'm thrilled. It's a really, really, really big night for me.
So could you have pictured, you know, when you were bouncing a basketball and shooting hoops in my backyard 40 years ago, well, 40 years ago, that you'd be standing here literally in your hometown on the red carpet?
No, and you know, your father, God rest his soul, was one of the first guys, you know, to believe in me and said I had talent. I was a little knucklehead that used to come over and dribble a basketball, winter, spring, summer, fall, and he really had a lot of faith. Your mom, too. Just wonderful people that gave me a great opportunity. So I'm just thrilled to be here, you know, tonight, and again, I've got family, friends here. We've got another great premiere tomorrow night at Dino's down in Mashpee. So again, I hate to keep using the word overwhelmed, but it's very overwhelming for me.
Well, as I said to a couple of the cast members, this community, the entire community, is wrapping its arms around you and really giving you love back that you've shown to Falmouth. And so we're thrilled for you and happy to be here on Main Street. What better place to celebrate this premiere than in the heart of our community?
Well, I tell you, it was a heck of a lot easier back 30 years ago for the community to wrap their arms around me. I've had to put on a little bit of weight here for a couple of projects, but you know, I'm again just thrilled, and I want to really thank you. You've added so much to this evening, and And you know, we've got people, my castmates and cast members talking about it. And yeah, this is a very, very powerful film. One of the great things about Steve Rahaman is he takes you on a roller coaster of emotion. You have happiness, sadness, you have intrigue, there's some violence. It's a potpourri of just a great movie.
So, of course, potpourri is the Falmouth version of the French word potpourri.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was for all my friends out there, actually, that took, like myself, 5.5 years to get through school. But I will tell you, folks, it's a long race. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's a long race.
It is. I couldn't. It's difficult for me to express.
Falmouth's finest right here. Putting on our. Oh, that's great. Putting on the lights. That's awesome.
It's almost difficult for me to put in words, and for me that is difficult, how proud we are, Wayne, of you and what you've been able to accomplish, and the fact that you've asked so many people, wonderful Falmouth people, to join you here on the red carpet tonight. I mentioned to your castmates that we've already dubbed them honorary Falmouth citizens, and so this is just a great event, and we're thrilled that you allowed FCTV and your viewers here in Falmouth to be part of it.
Well, once again, I want to just say thank you to FCTV. I would like to just say a couple of hellos. I'd like to say hello to Mrs. Bishop, my friend Margaret Rohr, and as well as my friend Peggy Steele, and to my daughter Jessie and my son Wesley and Spencer. Love you guys.
Fantastic. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about family and love, and you've got plenty of both. You've certainly shown it to me over the years. So congratulations, my friend. Love you.
Love
Best
you
of
too.
luck.
Thank you. And folks, don't forget now, Troy's got a book out, so make sure you grab it. It's a fabulous, fabulous book, which I'm honored to be in.
Thank you.